Welcome everyone to another King Arthur Legends Rise video. I'm DM recording from Down Under. Now we are on a second take of this video because OBS has decided to freeze when I was recording the first version. Got halfway through this video and then realized, so a couple of things already done. Now what we're looking at today is the mission system or the daily quest system for it. The main point I want to make with this is that you don't have to log in every day to get all of this done. If you have a look at some of these ones, so we have a look at login for clan attendance 20 times for a whole month. You don't need to be on there every day, but if you do every day, and again, maybe you're spending an hour a day trying to do this, you'll get everything done, you'll still be making progress, and it doesn't take up a lot of your time. So I find King Arthur really suits my needs in terms of being a second game that I might play whilst focusing on others. Raid, you know, for example, you spend all day on raid, farming dungeons, all those kind of things. So let's have a look at some of these quests for it. Now, I've already done login and clan attendance. So if we have a look at that, this one's quite simple. Jump in here, click on this. Now, our clan, we're getting about half people at the moment attending for it, depending on whether there's a war on or that kind of stuff. Again, not every day you do need to log in, but that reward for the clan obviously quite helps. Now, if we have a look at the rest of the missions, story battles, that's where I was up to when this happened before. My tip for that is work out who you're trying to upgrade. So if we have a look over here, I'm going to go to Sigrun. This is who I want to do. Now, at the moment, I've got her at 50, 5-star. Having a look here, I'm trying to get some of these resources for it. So that's Planar Beasts, which we'll have a look at. You can see my other video with a guide on how to do that. But we can easily click on one, find out where we need to get them from. Now, previous video, I was doing it a bit harder. I'm just going to knock it down to here for the sake of a bit of speed and just have a look at this. Now, I've just got a basic team. I haven't optimized anything for it. Just an easy team just to chuck in. You can go on any difficulty. It really doesn't matter. To get those 10 battles, just hit repeat. Each battle, you can select it to count up to 5 times. So 2 repeat battles is all you need to get this done. Now, just like the previous video, I've gone for a 2-wave campaign battle. There's ones with just 1. It's quite simple. But even on this difficulty, you know, it's quite simple. So I do love these animations. Cormac looking quite regal right there. Now, just having a look here, we've got Nika is the most important character that you can wish list when starting out. Getting her to Chivalry 8 on your wish list, that should be a priority. Caliban Arthur or Cartha, that should be number 2. And then Brennan, I mean, he's useful, but I wouldn't say he's a high priority. Ain, or however you want to pronounce it, you want to get to Chivalry 4. I haven't done that on this one, so I don't get the full use out of her. But if you want to get proper use, get her up to number 4. I am a bit disappointed. I actually went through those characters a lot more detail before. And of course, that's when it froze. So having a look here, as you can see, these two, not max level, but we don't, it's just a stat game at that point. Now, because I've gone lower, crappier gear, but we've got what we wanted for it. So do that twice, quite simple, quite quick. Really doesn't take much to get that done. Now, while doing that, you're going to be spending stamina and getting gear. Let's have a look. Sometimes this game wants to be a bit slow to respond. So there we go with story battles, up to number 2. Now, equipment, easily done again. You get a couple of that from doing that. Very, very simple. You don't need to run the equipment dungeons for it, and used up the stamina as well. So quite simple. Now, the next thing is XP potions. Now, I mean, ideally, I would like to do it onto Sigrun. Where is she? Over here. But because now I'm short on these ones, and let's have a look. Nah, way short on everything. So I can't really put any of the XP into her. I don't know what happens when you max everyone out. It takes a fair bit, obviously, but I do wonder if there's someone who's so end game that, you know, they can't do that anymore. Just for the sake of the video, we'll just go Arthur, go level up. Now it's not much at all, so chuck in 10. Done. That's simple. Another one done. No effort required. Collect our resources. Now down here is normally a guide of where you can go for what you're doing. We'll claim that one. Summon. You get 3 normal summons for free just by waiting a bit of time. So I'm up to my second one here at the moment. Click on that. Now, if time is an issue, so again, if you don't want to be logged in for a long period of time for it, and these normal summons, they're not worth anything really for it. You'll earn enough of the normal summons over here that you can easily just do a quick 10 pull for it, get all 3 done, and then you're done. There is one place where, if we have a look at some of the rewards, if we go over here, this one, maybe they've changed it. It used to say only the free summon, but looks like they've done that update for me. Everything you do for the daily counts again towards this, and that's just more rewards from the Knight's Pass. Free stuff, might as well take it off. Couple of things that are decent. Chance of 6-star gear. 6-star gear is a bit harder. Honestly, it's nothing too exciting, but it's something for nothing. So make sure you're having a look in there as you do all these different daily quests. So now we've done the summons times 3. Now Planar Beast, I was doing a video before, but again, jump in here. We want to go 3 times for it. I'm going to do it to 2 just because I've already done 1 and I don't want to waste the energy. But set that to 3, hit start battle. Doesn't have to be stage 10 for it. So if you want to reduce your times with this, again, just set it to stage 1 even and just get it done. Whatever you feel comfortable based on the progression you have and the time it's taking for you versus the time you want to spend. But again, we're just looking at here the key to this fight. If you watch my other video, multi-attacks like Tristan and Kay you should have quite early on, and then a bit of healing just to stay alive throughout the fight. You want to drop the shield down. Once the shield's down, your damage is going to go straight in. And then it's just a waiting game. This is the boring part for it. We're at, what, a minute? Well, not even a minute because it's at 3 times speed. But roughly, you know, you spend a minute or 2 trying to do this. Because you can do that triple battle, it looks like it's going to take you a lot longer, but actually it just takes you no time at all. Into phase 2, he gets quite angry, puts his shield back on, does a whole bunch of damage. Used to be a lot worse. I'm pretty sure they actually reduced all the details with this guy and with a couple of other dungeons as well for it. Kay, I haven't really invested in. She's just in here for A1 to get the shield down. The quicker we get the shield down, the more we can do the damage. Once the shield's down, the damage is, you know, it's pretty quick. And these aren't like fully optimized teams either. So if you're watching this thinking, oh, you know, this guy's, you know, fully optimized his team to do all of this, not at all. It was a very basic one. And, you know, you can skip all these animations. I love watching them personally, but, you know, quite simple again. All right, so now if we go back and have a look, go this way. Here she is. Get her up to C4 as always. Collect the resources. This game does have this weird like extra delay there for it. Jump over to missions. All right, up to 7 already. Smashing through it. You know, no time required. Purchase an item at the forge. This one's simple. Have a look. So we've got some 6-star fortitude belt. 6-star gear is hard to get, so I'll just grab it just on the off chance that it's going to work out for me. Nothing else too exciting. Got plenty of these, so don't need to. Done. But otherwise, if none of the gear is worth your time, just grab one of these just for the sake of it. All right, so we've done another one again. Claim all. We're up to 8 of 9. We are 1 short of getting our free summon. Equipment enhancement. Now, you probably have a bunch of gear just sitting there, or you're building someone out randomly. Who we got? She is, yep, who I'm building out. Simple as this. Done. Nothing at all really required with it. Just very, very basic. So, there we go. Now, if we have a look here, 8 of 9. Get that reward. 9 of 9. Done. Dailies are done already at this point in the video. Now, we can keep going even a little bit further. So, Relic XP Breath. Let's have a look. Let's pick someone randomly, not her. Done. Can I? No, I'll just do one level for it. Haven't been banking up my resources on this. One done. That simple. Claim. A Frozen Plain, depending on your team, that can take a little bit longer. You do need to worry about all the healing for it. If you don't have the damage or that for it, then yeah, that can be a bit of a pain. Now, Forbidden Dungeon, you can do this properly. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to go sweep floor, auto clear, and it's done. Already, that quick, no effort required. Obviously, if you want to get better rewards than that, you're going to want to, do that properly and progress for it. Normally, I would be trying to progress a little bit for it, but again, for the sake of the video, proving how quick we can be. Now, Arena, let's just jump in. New season. What have we got? I got a low person over here, and let's duel. Now, with the Arena, you only have to do one a day for the daily, but at some point, I think you will probably need to do a couple of extra battles for it. That auto proceed allows you just to set it and walk away. Are you going to come up against like harder teams that you probably wouldn't have fought? Yeah, absolutely. But again, for the sake of just getting a quest done, these are all pretty basic as well. The Arena, you get a mix of either people who just don't put any effort in, or the end game kind of people. So there's enough in there that you'll win some, lose some. All right, let's claim some crystals. Now that's this resource up here. As you can see, I'm just banking them up. I probably will do just a summoning video. It's not as exciting as Raid for it because of the fact that you can get the wish list and all that. But I'll do it anyway, just for the sake of doing a bit of content, show people what it's like summoning. Equipment dungeons, I'm not going to run it right now, but as simple as jumping in here, enter, pick your battle, and again, set it to 3. Whatever's the quickest for you. Takes no time at all. What else have we got? Favor dungeons. Let's run this one. Now, who do I even care about? Ooh, let's go just because I like to. Trying to think of who I was actually working on. Maybe it's Serpents. That's a longer one, actually. You can see your times here for how long it's taking you, so you can work out exactly what it was like. But look, just for the sake of a video, let's go Stags. 3 times, going to cost us 42 stamina. Here's the team I've got at the moment. If you click on the people, you can see the available roster for them. So as you can see, I've got 1 extra legendary that I can build up for this, but you don't need it, honestly. I've dropped it down to 8. I can do 10, but takes it a bit longer again. So I'll jump in, get some damage going. Tristan and Arthur, some of my best damage dealers at the moment, so just easy to wipe out some of these. It's a 1-wave battle, so it's just a matter of get in my damage and it's done. Just wait for this, the shield, done. Arthur pretty pleased with himself, win favor dungeons, even got 2 legendary out of it. So can't complain. If you do this every day, you're going to be building up all the resources you need to level everyone up and that kind of thing. So yeah, some people will wait, that kind of thing. But honestly, it's such a small amount of time to get the progress that it's worth it for it. What else we got? Crafting, depending on your resources, that's one I normally skip for it. I normally craft when I want to get something specific for a character. Frozen Plain we talked about, and equipment. So we've got all the Conquerors, equipment engraving. That's probably more the end game stuff for it. That's about getting that best gear and making the extra rolls and that for it. And Dimensional Rift also can be a little bit more end game. But we'll have a look at the Hall of Conquerors. The best thing about this one is you don't need to get anywhere with it. You can die very quickly and it's still going to count. They do these in rotations, which is quite cool. Love Love the quality on this boss. They've just taken an existing boss that we already saw in this video and just amped him up. And I just think he looks so cool. And look at that for the attack. So much going on. Right, let's do auto. Let's go faster. Now this one has a faster speed for it because these battles can go a lot longer. The idea here is that you're essentially competing to see how much damage you can do before you die. Now you probably want to avoid the horns and that early on because you just want to get the boss himself down because it's just going to reset and start again. I like this kind of idea as well because this is one of those things where it's optional to partake. Like I said, you can just do, you know, straight in and die and you still get the reward for it. But it gives you a reason to compete against other people. So when you're talking to your clan members or things like that, you can, you know, see how they're doing and, you know, try and, you know, compete with each other. I think this is actually my record on this boss. No effort required. So again, it's just that daily progression. It might take you a month or two, but by just doing that little bit each day, you're just going to get there. See how far we can go. 12. Pretty decent run, actually. We want Arthur taking this damage. Nika heals him pretty decent, but he's got the ability to survive some fatal damage. And I'd rather him take that fatal damage before he dies than someone else who will just die instantly. He can survive that little bit longer. Here we go, up to 14. Still going. Now what is important with this is there's 3 different bosses. You can't use the same champions across all 3 bosses. The idea of it is to have 3 separate teams designed for each boss and use them separately so that you're not overlapping. Which again is a great way to try and maximize, you know, what kind of champions you're using instead of just having Arthur and have him as your sole damage dealer and not worry about the others. This gives you a reason to, you know, amp up some of the other champions and test them out. Really actually liked the idea behind this. And again, you get what you put out of it, you know, like if you spend a lot of time in it, you can get some really cool results. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. Nika, her healing is going great, so going a bit longer than I expected. I don't imagine we get another heart destroyed at this point. So ideally, we might just want to end this run as soon as possible. It's just interesting how much they survive compared to, you know, Arthur did. Alright, we might call it there. Actually, let's just... One thing I haven't really shown is the manual side of this kind of stuff. So we got the vigor bar down here. You can do anything. So you've got what I would call an A1, A2, and A3. A1 gives you extra vigor, whereas the other ones will actually take away. So A2 takes off 2, A3 takes off 3 as a general rule for it. So have a look here. This one is to put block debuffs on there so that we don't take any damage. I'm going to try and avoid healing because I really want this to end. But yeah, I think it's a cool idea to go, you know, from other games where, you know, the skills themselves go on cooldown. This means that I can always use my A3 on her if I manage this vigor bar correctly. Yeah, I just think that's cool. So yeah, 14 hearts on this one. Slowly going down. Just going to A1 from here. Just because I wanted to actually end. I don't know if hitting end actually will cause me to lose that result. But nice and simple. We should have a death in a moment. And get back to auto. And done. But that's pretty much it. Like, you jump in, do a quick amount of things, you get your dailies done. From there, you get your weeklies done just by default. And same with monthlies. The Knights Pass gives you some extra rewards, so we'll have a look and just see if there's a couple more in there. Keep an eye out for this little dot. That's normally your key indicator for it. Claim all. You don't even have to think about it, you know. Click, claim all, done. More resources for it. Package shop, all the places that you can buy. Daily package, buy. Get a couple of extra gems. Again, for one day, not doing much, but they bank up. Every week, you get this one here. Extra summon and 100 for it. And monthly, we have nothing, apparently. Yeah, that's weird. I thought there was one for the monthly as well. Obviously not. But that's pretty much it. We've done all the dailies. We've done no effort. And got a bunch of rewards. But let me know what you think. If this has helped you out in terms of managing your time and working out if this game is a time sink that's worth it to you. As with all games, you've got the campaign mode that gives you tons of hours as you start out, and then you can just move on to a period where you just do an hour a day and you can manage that. And then when you have a day where you actually want to spend some time, you've got all those resources banked up. Anyway, I'm DM. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.